goddesses, gods, guides, fairies, and everything in between. It is me, your girl, S Goddess Joe. If you are new here, welcome, welcome. I hope you find peace here. And if you are returning, I guess you like it here. No, but I hope you all are hitting that like button, that subscribe button, that bell, ding dong ding, all that, all things of that nature. If you're getting what you need from here, basically my channel is a spiritual journey, spiritual awakening, positive energy type of channel. I bring you information that I have not only experienced, but I have honestly gotten questions about. This segment in particular is kind of geared towards people on that journey, trying to figure out their spiritual gifts, or actually trying to figure out how to get paid from their spiritual gifts. It is not a bad thing to be a spiritpreneur. Everything is a transfer of energy. So why not get paid for what you do? And they say do what you love. And if you love that you are awakening, and that you do have these gifts that not a lot of people have, then why not make money off of it, right? But your biggest issue is that you are lacking confidence, or when you are doing that reading, you're scared. And then you let not only ego get into the way, but you let you let a lot of emotion get into the way. Number one thing out of this that you need to take from is be selfless in your journey. Being selfless is so important because it's coming from the heart. Stop thinking with your head. Stop being so, this is not time for Mr. Brain to be coming in and infiltrating your thoughts. Come from the heart, because that's where you would unlock your path, unlock who you truly are, and be really confident in your gifts. You cannot force a gift that is not yours. If you are not born to be a medium, then I am sorry. This is not the channel that's going to tell you you too can be a medium, because you can. Excuse me, I am parched. You can't. That is a natural born gift. You can possibly be a healer. You can be a guardian angel for somebody. You can be so many other things. Stop being so hung up on titles. Figure out who you want to help. Figure out who you want to help and start where you are now. Figure out how you're going to help these people that are in your circle or around you, or you come encounter with, because again, we don't encounter anyone for just no reason at all. Everything happens for a reason. I'm going to hit on a couple of points, but I do no, I'll save that for later. But I am going to hit on a couple of points. I have my notes here for things, kind of just touching on things that should help you more spiritually confident, because I guarantee you, you are not doing these things, and that's why you are not confident in your spiritual gifts. You don't feel like you deserve money for your gifts. Then all things in those categories, right? So number one, are you making time to talk to your source energy, your spirit, your whoever you name it, that foundation, that energy that we all know and feel to be greater than ourselves? Are you making time to talk to that? Because if you're not, I really don't know. I no, I really don't know why you're even questioning. Why you're not confident in your gifts. You have to make time to talk with spirit. How are you going to reach your full potential? How are you going to know what your guardian angels, what your guides, what your angels even sound like if you don't make time to recognize their voice? And better yet, how are you even going to differentiate who's your guide, who's your guardian angel, who's source, what spirit, whose spirit is this, if you don't make time to figure out who's yours and who is just around? Is this a positive entity? Is this a negative energy? Is this, you got to make time. Make time looks like this. Writing stuff down, just writing from the heart. Make time looks like this. Taking a walk by yourself. I mean, that I'm dramatic, but make time looks like you being by yourself. If you cannot be by yourself, then you probably won't unlock much of anything. Because if you're not a young person looking at this and understanding these things, then you're older, like myself. So you are in an area where it's like maybe I kind of shunned off my gifts when I was younger. I'm trying to get back to that. So you got to like, so what are you doing? What are you doing to get back to that? If you are not young in your journey, then 9 times out of 10, you forgot how to connect. You've drowned out spirit and you were all flesh and physical, and this is this and that is that. But you have to make that time. Another really important thing that you guys aren't doing enough of, and I have been guilty of this. That's why I can preach it to you. You're not educating yourself. If you aren't confident, it's probably because you don't know what you're doing. If you're not confident, it's probably because you're not educated enough to even feel confident, which is fine. We don't all drop down and become, guru. Like, not all of us do, only some of us do. And it ain't me. But you have to educate yourself. Educating yourself on what you feel like is becoming, your gift. If you are reading tarot and you resonate with that, have you studied enough? Do you know the deck that you have? I would say get a deck that feels right. Read through the meanings. Yes, read through and this is only if you don't pick up a deck and feel like you could shuffle, put it out, and really know what's going on, or if you're not downloading while these cards are in front of your face. If you cannot do that, then you need to get that deck, read about the person, educate yourself. Hey, even reach out to the person. Because if that person created that deck, they are way more knowledgeable. They can give you a backstory, and you can get in touch with them to also educate yourself on where they are in their journey. What if they made tarot cards? So 9 times out of 10, they are a tarot reader. And if you are trying to better or be more confident in that aspect, then why not get the information directly from someone who does this every day and makes money off of it? Another really big thing is go to a Botanica. Talk to the Botanica owners if you can. Go to Botanica, look at the items, and just try and figure out, what item is this? What herb is this? Look at these. Can I make this? Excuse me. Can I make this thing? Which leads me to my next thing is practice. Practice, 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 practice. And practice doesn't look like, I hate continuing to use the tarot person, but it's just kind of the easiest thing. But practicing doesn't look like just getting person after person after person, because you're just doing. You're aimlessly doing. Along with education, once you get that information, practice. Like I said, if you grab a candle from a Botanica, you educate yourself on why this candle works. And then if you feel like you resonate with making candles and you feel like you have the ultimate power, that powerful power to make candles and to help people manifest things in their life, whatever the category is, make a candle. Practice that. Put the ingredients together. Put your hands in it. Feel it. Practice makes damn near perfect, right? So, and yes, I am looking down at my notes. So whatever you want to do, you have to try it out first. And if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate. At least you know, hey, I tried it. I practiced it a bit. It wasn't for me. Another reason why you're probably not feeling confident is because you're doing things that don't really, that's not your journey. That's not your path. And you internally know it, but you're still doing it. So I am trying to, I really want to be a medium. So I'm going to sit here and be a medium. I'm going to practice things to connect with spirit in a certain way so I can be a medium. It don't work like that. If you know you weren't born a medium, you're not going to just miraculously get the gifts. You can practice other things and pick up like, hey, this works for me, this doesn't. And in that, you may figure out like, I'm really strong in this. I really love it. I may have ignited something and I'm completely powerful in this particular thing. You can't fool yourself into your spiritual gifts. So practice, and practice doesn't always look like putting things together, but practice looks like prayer. Practice looks like a lot of self-discipline. Practice looks like fasting. Oh, fasting is so important. I always talk about fasting. Practicing looks like writing out petitions. Practicing looks like practicing different herbs and putting things together to heal people, to heal your family. With herbs, I feel like you cannot go wrong unless you overdo something. Like you OD on something, right? So you don't want to go too hard. A lot of people, mugwort is really popular. A lot of people are just getting into mugwort. You don't want to tell this person, hey, drink this amount of mugwort and you will, have a prophetic dream. You want to do, practice in small doses. Remember, you are not there yet. You can't guarantee anything. I never guarantee anything. But you want to see what works. You want to see what you're good at. If you're good at putting blends together, then that may be your path. You just may be a healer in that sense. Yeah, and so we've touched on, what did we touch on? Making time to talk with source spirit. We've definitely touched on educating yourself. Oh, a big thing with educating yourself is you don't know, you really have to educate yourself in spirituality because you don't know what you can awaken, and you don't want to just aimlessly practice things without the proper education. You don't want to wake up the wrong entity. You don't want to offend the wrong spirit. You don't want to do those things. So educate yourself. That's very important. That's why I believe that education should come before practicing. So if you want to speak to a certain deity or certain spirit, you need to educate yourself on how to come at them, because that is very important. If you're not doing that, then you could unleash a world that you do not want. So educate yourself, practice, and most important, I know if you are probably not confident in your spiritual abilities because of this thing. This is a big thing. Because you don't have an altar. I said it. You don't, and your altar doesn't even have to be huge. But let me ask you, to connect or to reach out to your mom, what do? Right? To reach out to someone who is just not around you, but you need like a new recipe or something, what do? Yes, I feel as though your altar is your sacred telephone, right? How are you connecting with your spirit guides? And how are you even going back to the make time to talk to spirit? How are you even talking to your guides, your angels, or whatever, if you do not have a platform for them to communicate to you through? You're not gonna see like, crazy stuff happen. I mean, some people may, but you have to set up the same way you would set up your contacts in your phone. Mom, heart emoji, star emoji, world emoji, whatever. Star emoji, So on your altar, you need to have grandma, symbol for love, symbol of things she loves, something to connect you to, water, favorite foods, deity that you want to connect with, picture, things that they love, things that they appreciate. Like you have to set up an altar. Like, that's very important. I don't even know how you could be confident in connecting with other people's spirit guides if you don't talk to your own, if you don't have a place for your own. You can only really gain confidence if you are actually feeling and if you are actually connecting. If there is no type of area or sacred space where you can connect when everywhere else is taken and everywhere else is chaos, it's just, I don't know, it's just not going to happen for you. I mean, not continuously, at least. Like, I could understand if you feel confident and you don't have an altar. I really don't know how the two works together, but maybe you're just in this and you have all these abilities and you don't have an altar. Hey, that's their business. They're confident in their gifts, but you aren't. So you need to get it together, and you need to, like, right now I feel like you need to build one. You need to make sure it's clean. You need to, make sure you take care of the things that you put on your altar, the things that you're trying to call on to. Like, why would you go and have a reading, go and do a reading, and you don't consult first, or you don't sit at your altar, or you don't pray, or you don't thank, or you're not grateful, you don't show gratitude, or you don't ask? You don't ask them to come to you in dreams in a proper way. You don't just pray, please, 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 please. It, you know, you may get that one lucky blurt. I need to eat breakfast. I hope y'all didn't hear my stomach growl. You may get that one lucky blurt, but it ain't gonna last long. So for all the people out there that are lacking confidence, I have been there. I have been in a reading and I'm like, talk to me. I don't really resonate with tarot anyway. So, I mean, I still get cards pulled, but I don't pull. I don't pull cards. Sometimes I do like oracle readings. But that's about it. I just need a physical, like I need a clearer picture. Some people can see images, like they make these symbols up, like in their mind, like if I see this and that means that. And I do ultimately feel like I will be able to get to that level because I know that is my path. I'm just not strong enough yet, and that's fine. I'm not ready yet, and that's fine. But doing oracle readings, I just need that picture to confirm what I'm getting is right. And if I'm confused, I don't let ego get in the way. I'm going to let you know right there in your reading, like, I'm not sure. Do you understand this? Maybe you do. So yeah, and that's fine. You can't be so hard on yourself. Just let it flow. Be selfless. Make time. Educate yourself. Practice. Build an altar. I hope this information serves you. Let me know in the comments down below. I appreciate you for watching. Much love, much abundance and much blessings to you all. Peace.